Now let me introduce tonight's distinguished presenters. As David pointed out, there are two this year, Lester Holt of NBC News and Alison Smale of the International Herald Tribune. Alison, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Michael. I can honestly say that it is really an honor and a pleasure to be here. So bonsoir, and I will quickly get on with the first batch of awards because we have a great deal, many honors to give out tonight. And it really is a special pleasure, first of all, to begin with newspapers, and second of all, to begin with the Hal Boyle Award for Best Newspaper Reporting from Abroad, which goes to my colleague Chris Chivers of the New York Times. First of all, I can give you a kiss at least. The judges cited tough, cool, and brave as hallmarks of Chris's reporting, and cited particularly his war reporting from Libya and Afghanistan. I would just like to add that I remember that all the long months that you spent in Kurdistan before the invasion of Iraq by Allied forces, when we all thought that perhaps the invasion would happen through Turkey, Chris was selfless, always polite, and absolutely unflagging in that reporting. The other thing I would like to mention is that he wrote probably the finest article from Russia in many, many years when he described the siege of Beslan and what could have been done to save hundreds of lives there. So, Chris.
So I get to start tonight, and I was told to not give a long list of thanks, which is the first instinct, and instead to tell a story, and I have one. It was about 18 months ago, in the run-up to the work here, and I was home briefly from Afghanistan. Tyler Hicks, the photographer I work with, and I had just left, and we were replaced by Joao Silva. We'd said our goodbyes. I'd gone home. My wife and I, my wife's here, we have 5 kids, and it's busy, and we were shuttling them between sports games one morning. It was a Saturday, and my phone went off. I had my 4-year-old in the pickup truck with me, 4-year-old at the time, and the phone ran off, and I answered it, and it was one of our friends saying that Joao Silva, who you saw here a few minutes ago, had stepped on a landmine. And a whole series of rather distressed questions and back and forth went on, in which my little 4-year-old heard my side of it, but not the other side of the conversation. Obviously, I had the phone to my ear. How's Joao? Is he going to make it? What happened to him? How's Carlotta, who was with him? Where is he? What's being done? What can we do? Etc. The natural questions. And I got off the phone, and I sat there. I'd pulled over on the side of the road, and I kind of exhaled loudly. And my son said, "Hey, Dad, what did your friend step on?" As if it were like, you know, a bottle cap or a bug or something. And he didn't really understand it. He came to. All of my children do at this point. And he came to understand, and it reached the point of where when we would come home, he would look at me sometimes and say, "How come you don't get hurt, Dad?" Why do I tell you that? There's a point. You know, it's an acute embarrassment, actually, to win an award with just your name on it. Because when we're out there working, we really are representing our news organizations, our newspapers, our agencies, our wire services, our networks, and our families. And we don't do any of this alone. I mean, my name alone is on this, but don't be deceived. Every step I take and decision I make is made in consultation with the photographers who I work side by side with, who are my dearest friends, and with the editors who support us and trust us to go do what we do. And the last couple of years, it's been really rugged, as you saw with Joao and the candle at the other end of this stage. And so I'm really honored to have this award, but I'd like you to think of it as really a reflection of something much, much larger than me or the stories behind me. It's just a small drop in a body of work that all of you pursue. People have pursued long before today and will pursue long after. Thank you.